dupe. Let that shit go. Do you know you have 5 to 15 pounds of poop inside of your body? Kim Munson here. Today's Simply Mindful video is all about that poop. We cannot talk about letting that shit go without talking about poop. Literally, we are all full of shit. Years ago, when my son was a teenager, I had a very serious bout of constipation. It was unlike, I'd never experienced anything like that before or since, thank goodness, but it was so painful. I actually had to miss a day of work and go see a doctor about it. And those of you that know me, I don't miss work, even when I'm sick usually. Well, pre-COVID anyway. Back in the day, I would not miss for being sick, but for this, I did. And it really showed me how important it is and the effect it has. And my son was a teenager at the time, and I can remember just kind of being doubled over in pain, and he's looking at me and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" He's got this really deep voice. And I'm like, constipated. Exactly what I want to talk about with my son and my boss for that matter. And he just looks at me and he gets this really mischievous grin on his face. And he's like, "Looks like you really are full of shit." And he thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I had to laugh, even though I was in a lot of pain. I could not dispute him at the moment. I really was. We end up with too much poop in our system, and it can cause a whole slew of problems. It can be really painful. You can have constipation, gas, bloating, weight gain, tiredness, chronic fatigue, skin conditions, and even much more serious health conditions than that. There's a lot of research being done now about your gut being a second brain, and that really all diseases somehow can be linked back to your gut. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I am sharing with you some of my favorite ways over the years to do a more thorough cleanse of my body and my gut to help increase my energy and to just, in general, feel better. One simple way is fasting. That's a great way to cleanse, and there's lots of ways to do that. You can start with intermittent fasting, which is basically you eat or feed in a certain window of your day, whether that's a 4-hour window, 6-hour window, or an 8-hour window, and then the rest of the day you don't eat anything at all. There are liquid fasts where you drink water or juice and don't eat any food. You can do dry fasting, which is having no liquid at all. I would really suggest you do your research on that one if you want to try that one out, just to make sure you're doing it safely. Don't want to hurt yourself or your body in any way, shape, or form. A cleanse that I really like and have had great success with is called the Lemonade Diet or Master Cleanse, and you can find out more information about that online too. Basically with that one, you squeeze your lemons, preferably organic, and you add maple syrup and some cayenne pepper, and you make a lemonade with that, and you can drink as much of that as you want throughout the day. If you can do that for 10 days, you are really badass, and you're going to feel really great. I did it once for 10 days. If you're going to do it that long, you really have to have the right mindset to do that. Really prepare yourself to go into 10 days of not eating. It was challenging, I'm not going to lie, but I felt great. I was really surprised how much energy I had not eating any food for 10 days. But this helps you with your electrolytes, gives you some nutrients so you're not totally depleted. So I highly recommend that. Part of that also is Smooth Move Tea, which is a Senna product. If you're not eating food, then your body doesn't really naturally eliminate on its own because you don't have fiber and stuff to bulk it up to give you poop to eliminate per se and to get those toxins out of there. So you'll want to use some tea, something to help you move that out of your body. This is one of my staples in my life on a regular basis, like 2 to 3 times a week. I drink the tea just to keep things moving and flowing, to let that shit go. So important. It really is. And then another one of my favorites that I like to do is the Gerson coffee enemas. Again, lots of information about that online. This doctor does a lot of research and really promotes coffee enemas, daily coffee enemas, even for cancer patients to help heal cancer and other illnesses. So that's worth checking out. But basically, you make your coffee enema. I like to make it in bulk, so I don't have to do it a lot. You fresh grind your organic coffee beans and roast them. And then this is my enema bag. Okay. And there is like a hose that you connect. I'm not going to be too big of a visual for what to do with that. But I love it. I find it to be a great meditative time. I love how it feels just cleaning my system out. And because there's caffeine, it's also a little bit energizing. So that's one of my favorites. I really, really do like it. Yesterday, we talked about cleansing and purging your environment. Today, let's cleanse and purge our bodies. Comment down below with the word cleanse if you're ready to do a deeper cleanse of your body and really let that shit go. Hit like, share with friends and family. Keep your vibe high.